Let me hit the record button. So welcome to our call. You're going to hear 3 of my guests talk about their Thrive experience. You're going to hear how powerful and transformational this product has been for all of us. This thing we call the Thrive experience. What is the Thrive experience? 3 simple steps that you take every morning on an empty stomach. We start with 2 capsules, followed by a lifestyle mix, a shake, and then we put on our foam DFT. That's the stickers that you see. So I knew I would be successful with the system because of the simplicity. I didn't want a long, drawn-out diet supplement, so I knew this was going to be something I could do because it was so simple to do. So let's get this call underway. We're going to start with, we've got Angela, Robert, and Caitlin on tonight to share their Thrive experiences with you. This call is going to be 12 to 15 minutes, so it's not long. But listen, if somebody invited you to this call, maybe you're going to hear something you can relate to. So let me find Robert. Robert, go ahead and unmute yourself, or I can do it for you. Robert, can you hear me? I can. Yeah, go ahead. Thanks for joining us tonight.
You're welcome. A little bit about me. Before Thrive, I was a tired person. I was looking for something to help me lose weight and to not be tired, because I was constantly a Dunkin' Donut fan in the morning for my iced coffee. And then I'd have a soda throughout the day and an energy drink just to get me through the day. But I was still tired no matter what I drank or did. I was still tired. I could drive from here in a car for like a half hour and I would doze off behind the steering wheel. And I was using another supplement at the time which didn't help me. And what really woke me up was one Sunday afternoon I was out on my motorcycle, and I dozed off on the motorcycle. And thank God I didn't wreck or dump the bike, but that was my eye-opener that I needed to change. And about a month prior to me starting, I had come across samples that my wife had laying up on the bed, and I asked her what they were. And she told me what they were, and I asked her if she was going to use them, and she said, yeah. And a month later, I seen them again, and I asked her, I said, I thought you were going to use them. She says, I am one of these days. And then my nephew's girlfriend had put a picture on Facebook, and I inquired about it. And her upline reached out to me, and I placed an order, and I started in August of 2018. And I was a day one thriver. I came home from work that day, and I noticed I didn't sit down in the recliner and fall asleep. I was up doing things the rest of the day after work, up until I went to bed that night. So I noticed on day 1 that I was a thriver, that I had the energy. Day 3, I felt even better yet. Day 3, I wasn't falling asleep behind the wheel of the car. I was able to make an hour trip with my full-time day job that has me traveling quite a bit at times. And I made that trip up and back, and I didn't doze off. And then day 10 came along, and I felt phenomenal. And then I noticed as the couple months went by, I started losing the weight. And I wasn't hungry. I didn't need to stop at Dunkin' Donuts in the morning for a coffee. I was able to start doing more things with the little one around the house. I was taking her to the playground. I wasn't tired in the evenings. We would take her out. We'd go to the playground. And it kept getting better and better after that. And I'm 18 months in now, and I feel just as good as I did on day 1. And it's the best decision I ever made, the first 3 steps in the morning. I feel good all day long. I don't need the coffee anymore. I don't need those energy drinks. I'm not dozing off behind the wheel of the car. I'm not coming home after work sitting in a recliner. Weekends I'm up and doing things all day long, and I just feel phenomenal. It was the best decision I made and the best life changer I could have done.
Wow, yeah, that's pretty scary, dozing off behind the wheel.
Yep.
But that's what I was looking for, Robert, too, was that energy. I just kind of had lost my zest for whatever, and I was able to get mine back, too. Well, thank you so much for sharing your story. We certainly appreciate you sharing that with us this evening.
You're welcome.
All right, Robert, thank you very much. Okay, so that was Robert, and now we're going to have Caitlin tell us a little bit about her story. Caitlin, you're unmuted. Can you hear me? Caitlin, are you there? Hi.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead and let us know a little bit about your Thrive story.
Okay, great. So I am a mom of 2 wild tornadoes, boys, and 2 dogs that are constantly on the go. And I was desperate for energy and help with weight loss, motivation to keep myself going for weight loss after gaining weight after having my second child. So I was a probably 6 to 10 cup a day of coffee drinker, and I was told not to drink any more coffee from my doctor because I was having stomach issues. And when you've got 2 kids and 2 dogs that you can't slow down for, you need the extra pick-me-up. So I went on a search, and I came across Jennifer, who I said, hey, I like what you got on your profile. Let me try some of your stuff. And she sent me a sample. And the first thing I noticed was I actually liked the shake that she sent. I've tried probably 10 or more other nutritional shakes, whether it's protein or hunger or whatnot, and they're all absolutely disgusting. So the fact that I liked the shake, I was excited that, hey, maybe this is something I could actually do. And the other thing that I had noticed right off the dot was I could go without coffee. I could wake up and take my 2 capsules, and within 10 minutes I felt as good, if not better, than after my first cup of coffee. So just that right off the bat with my first sample of Thrive, I was like, this is amazing. Now I'm a big doubter, and I was like, this could just be in my head, or heck, maybe a multivitamin could do the same thing. So I got a second sample. Again, I felt great, and so at that point I said, heck, I'll go ahead and order. And I ordered my month's supply. Halfway through, I started feeling some other things going on with my body, and I was convinced it was the products. And so I chatted with who I had hooked up with to get the products, and she said, maybe we need to just make some alterations. And those alterations saved my life. We switched over to a different one of our patches that helped with mood support that I had going on, and it kind of just helped, kind of chill me out. And from that point on, it was game on, life-changing. I continue using the products. I'm on month 7. I think I'm on month 7. Nonstop energy all day. I also sleep incredible at night. So I don't know how one product can make me feel great all day and sleep all night. Don't get how it works, but it does, and I wouldn't give that up for anything. And then my biggest one is the digestive health, the fact that I came into this with some serious issues going on in my stomach, and my stomach just wasn't happy, and it wasn't healthy. And the prebiotics and probiotics of the product seem to really have helped a lot with my digestive issues. So that's kind of my story. I'm a 7-month thriver. I've got tons of energy. I sleep great at night. My stomach is happy. My mind is happy. I'm just thrilled to be on these products.
That all sounds fantastic. I know it is hard to wrap your brain around something that can give you all-day clean energy, but yet we sleep like a baby. And you brought up some really valid points. Sometimes there are adjustments we need to make, and there are different DFTs. That's the foam sticker. So that's great to hear a story where you needed to have some adjustments. So, Caitlin, thank you so much for sharing your story with us. And now we're going to move on to Angela, our third guest for the evening. Are you there, Angie?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
I can. Go ahead and share something with us about your Thrive experience.
Thank you so much, Linda. Oh, my gosh, you guys' stories are great. I think I'm the veteran here on this call tonight. I have been doing this for 3 years, but before Thrive, I was doing anything I could to try to lose weight and try to get that weight management. I had ballooned up to over 220 pounds. I was a hot mess express, as I like to say, because nothing I was doing was working. I had a hard time staying consistent with anything because I was so busy. I didn't have time to remember to eat this or do this or take that before I ate. I was just a hot mess. So my girlfriend reached out to me and asked me to try this. She had found it, and me saying, no, I don't want to do something else that's not going to work. I don't want to pay for something that's not going to work for me. And a little while later, she asked me again, and I said, okay, fine, I'll prove to you it doesn't work. And I took it, and my day one, my husband come home, and I wasn't on the couch sleeping down with a headache. My belly felt good. I was cleaning the house and cleaning cupboards and cabinets, and he's just looking at me and saying, what is wrong with you? Like, what are you on? What are you taking? And I said, well, this is what I have. And he's like, you know this is never going to work, right? Because my husband he was a amateur strongman. And so he was into supplementation where I really was not. And he's like, you know, these 3 steps first thing in the morning is not going to work. You need something that's going to get you through all day. That's why they have you take supplements all day long. But what he didn't know was that little sticker that we put on actually gives us time-release vitamins through our skin. They use the largest organ in our body, our skin, to get our vitamins through our body all day long. And by day 3, I was sold. I took, this sounds crazy to me now, I took the last $200 we had and put it towards my month of Thrive, and that was the only month that I've ever paid for it. Since then, I am down over 60 pounds.
Wow.
I feel amazing. I've been doing this almost for 3 years. It'll be 3 years next month. And I have not gone a day without my Thrive. And it gets me through every day. It helps with my digestive issues. I have horrible digestive issues. I think every woman who probably has a child gets those bad digestive issues later in life. And I was there. I was either going too much or not going at all. And just the energy and the no headaches. I haven't had one of those debilitating headaches in 3 years. So for me,
wow.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like it's just
wow.
nuts. And for me, this has been a life changer for us. In more ways than just one, more ways than just health. But the health is the most important, which is why we want to share it with everyone, which is why we tell everybody about it and why we share our story, because we want everybody just to feel this good. So thank you so much, Linda, for putting this together and having us on.
You are welcome. That's how we, we share our stories and testimonies. That's what this company is based on, testimonies, real people. You, me, Howard, Kate, everybody that's on these calls, we're real people that have found something that really helps us. So, we just love sharing that. So thank you for sharing your story with us, Angie.
You are very welcome.
Okay. All right. So for those on this call that are not using these products, I think Angie said it, do yourself a favor. It's going to be the best gift you ever bought yourself. Get with the person that invited you to this call, and they would love to share more information with you. So this is a Monday night thing, and we're going to do these every Monday night. We'd love to have you join us. So everybody, thanks for joining us tonight on this call. And with that, we're going to end this call. Have a great night.